Yo, it's MX, I'm back, and I want to do a full production video for you today. I'm going to see what I can do with this track by Gantz called Garum featuring Amos. The vocals caught my ear as soon as I heard it a few weeks ago, and I just want to try and do my own mix of it, see where I get to. I'm not too sure how it'll be, but, you know, I'm not expecting to do a complete flip. It's already got the ingredients I like, the Reese bass, the vocals, the atmosphere, and a bit of Foley in it. So let me see if I can work off that, and then we'll have a listen at the end. Now I'm going to show you a little bit of the original track. Just bear in mind, this is the actual track and not a recording in this room of the mic. The beat is quite wide anyway, so when I first heard it, it was a little bit confusing to listen to, and it messed with my ears a little bit. But I also thought, because the beat's so wide and the vocal's right in the middle, I could just extract the vocal and it'll be a really clean sample. So let's have a listen.
So many times they've only gotten in so far. We're only babies and being born inside this world is already.
So you can tell those vocals are just fucking beautiful. But I wanna take it out. Now, if you're on headphones or monitors, you can hear that the beat is actually very wide. Now, usually in mastering, you'd want to remove the low end of the bass that is very wide, but it turns out that's what most of the beat is. So now we've pretty much got the main part of the vocal. I do want to extract this and render it into a new track. So this is a full render, and as you can hear,
so many times they've only gotten in so far.
he's left a lot of space now.
We're only babies and being born is.
So you can see all this area I can play with, all the low end. And there's still a lot of room for the width as well. So this is only really taking the centre up. So let's have a play about. See what bass side is we can get with this one. We need a kick in this really. I need that punch to really feel if the bass is on it or not. This is a beautiful kick. It's part of a drill pack actually. I've had this years and I've got these favoured. They're just ridiculously, they're way loud. They're too loud. But if you turn them down a bit, they've got a really nice tone to them. They all sort of feel that immediate punch, a lot of depth in it. If I chuck that in the mixer, it should sound a little bit more balanced. Get a little bit of side chain on that. Get a bit of distortion in that, get some mids out. This is really good. Analog Obsession. The tube distortion just sounds unreal. Maybe a bit of a tighter kick. I want to change that first bass. I feel like this is a good bass layer, like the lower layer now, a good root note. So let's see if there's anything I can get different for that. Maybe something a little bit more mid-range, but I do want to make sure that I'm not clashing with the vocal too much as well. that's the original note, so I might do that since it's a little remix in it. I'm gonna do that. I've always got a parallel compression in every band, whether it's the vocals, the drums, the melody, the bass. Just, it helps to bring the depth out in your mix. It really, really works. I would highly recommend having a template, something like this, where you split it all up and you have different segments leading to mix buzzers. Just get that parallel compression spot on, mate. Get a nice bit of sidechain into as well. I'm gonna do that. Okay, so. And I can play with a filter cutoff as well, maybe to just bring a bit more of the highs out for the emotional side of it. So if I've got this layer down now, and I go to Serum, I want to make this macro. Where's the macro? Okay, so it's pretty deep already. So if I use this macro and just listen to what it's like on full, this is basically altering the filter cutoff. So look at the EQ of this when it's fully out. So I want to create a few little bits of resonance, so when it moves, it picks up these little frequencies that I'm doing. Maybe get a little bit of reverb on that as well, on the high end. To do that, I'm going to make another channel. I'm going to route it to another channel, and I'll call it Reese Bass High Reverb. It's routed there, and in this channel, I'm going to remove the low end. So I don't want to be layering up the low end. So let's go for a nice Valhalla vintage verb. Now let's see if we can automate the filter cutoff and just see what it sounds like when it's moving in context. So if you want to know how to pretty much automate any parameter, if you move the parameter on Serum on FL Studio, go to Tools, Last Tweaked, and then Create Automation Clip. You know what? I want to move this bass for sort of another section. I want to keep this Reese bass going how it is. Maybe it needs a little bit of the distox as well, just to get that low mid. Oh, that sounds unreal. Got the sidechain saying. more reverb on there, I think.
So many times they've only gotten and so far. We're lonely babies and been born inside. So many times they've only gotten and so far. We're lonely babies and been born inside this world. It's already so many times they've only gotten and so far. We're lonely babies and been born inside this world.
I want to make sure there's enough low end in it consistently, because it just sounds like it's lacking a little bit of the low end really. I want to make something different in this back end, just so it's not sort of the same thing looping about. One thing about me is I absolutely hate things being the same. That's why I've only ever done one 4/4 tune, and that was like when I first started, like 7-8 years ago. So let's get the automation going on this bit as well. It's very, very subtle. Still hear that sort of nice atmospheric reverb on the top end of the bass there.
Your personality doesn't change until you get that. It's okay.
I'm gonna change that now.
Your personality doesn't change until you get that. It's okay. Your personality doesn't change until you get that. It's okay.
And then bring it back in there.
So many times they've only gotten and so far. We're lonely babies and been born.
Definitely need some sort of high end on this. Foley. It's definitely a Foley orientated track, really.
So many times they've only lied to me. Lied to
Need a bit more of a clap here, really, before I do these perks. I want to try and sort of emulate the similar type of clap.
lied to me. And fix everything that I got. Your personality doesn't change until you get that. It's okay.
That's a similar tone. I'm going to use that and I'm going to tweak it a little bit. Take some of the top end off.
Lied to me. And fix. Lied to me. And fix everything that I got. Your personality doesn't change until you get that. It's okay. Facing up. Lied to me and fix everything that I got.
Maybe something a bit more. That just brings it a little bit less dry. That's lovely, that. Your personality doesn't change until you get that. It's okay. Facing all that feels. I think this bass just removes too much of the mids compared to the Reese bass, so I might just mute that for now and carry on with the Reese bass. But this is sort of turning into the same sort of track, and I do want to make some changes soon. Get a little bit of delay on this one. Lovely bit of Foley really here. Play a little bit space, sort of bringing it in and out a little bit. Obviously there's quite a lot of atmosphere anyway. Sort of atmosphere in the back that if you just put the bass in, take it out, put it back in again, it works. Again, the clap sort of sounds like this final thing that stops that bit of the bass, which just uses the atmosphere from the end of the clap and the Foley in between as well, which sounds really nice. I'm gonna make it a little bit glitchy, a little bit maybe a little bit more silence. I kind of want to take that out now. Maybe some FM bass, so I can break it up so it's a little bit more sort of dubby 140. Chuck that in the mixer, get a bit of a high end out of it. Of course I've got to put some distocks in that. Still took some of that high end out. Yeah, so I'm just trying to break it up a little bit with something different. In the spaces that I would leave, I'll just chuck a different sort of bass in, just to give it a different feel. It can get that mid-range full as well when the vocal's not there, just to make it a little bit different from the original. Maybe I could change in this stereo position as well, make it a little bit wider. Ooh, yeah, mate, that's definitely nice. So we make some sort of synth in this as well, just to fill the space, get a nice big splash on there. Something like that, maybe. Just see if it works, really. I'm not expecting it to work perfectly, but... Oh yeah, that works nice. That works really nice. I'm gonna get extra delay on that as well. Let's get a nice dub delay. Yeah, sounds nice in context. Okay, so we've got a little bit more melodics in there now. Let's get a bit more of that bass involved. I want to change the rate on this. Let's go to a triple. That's the one. As you can see, it's quite a long track, so I'm going to do some arrangement and I'll see you back in a bit. So I just wanted to come back and just talk about transitional points. Throughout the song, you've got your intros, your breakdowns, your build-ups, your main drops, and you kind of want to have that feeling of going into another section when you're listening through it. So, for example, in this, I am making some drum fills. Now I'm looking to get some sort of white noise filler type of crash and reverb that out. I think that fills quite a lot of the spacing, which has been heard previously in the section. So I'm just going to go through and find that now. See, that's quite nice already. Put a Valhalla Vintage on it, mix all the way up. Take some of that low end out, to be fair. Pull it back in the mix. This is very, very smooth. It works with the atmosphere as well. I could probably turn down the time of that as well. Throughout the track as well, there's little points where I'll leave some space and I want to bring it back in, so I simply just got some white noise and automated the volume on that. So let's just see if it works in this context. Would it work this way? Probably better like that. See what other fills we've got. Maybe the start of that could work quite nice. Just cut that tail off. Yeah, that looks quite nice. Now, would that clash with what I've got here? Goes pretty well in my opinion. Again, it adds that melodic element that's just a little bit unique to this version. So, I'm just adding the final touches in now. Just a slight little bit of hat. I'm going to chuck this into the first drop as well for the last bit of the first drop. I think it adds a decent little bit of variation. And this is the final product. Wow. And there it is. That's the full tune. I mean, I'm going to do a few mix tweaks after, but you get the gist. I hope you enjoyed it. It's my first time doing a full production video or recording anything I produced on camera. So I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if there's anything you'd change. I mean, I didn't do a full, complete remix. I just sort of added what I wanted to add in there, what I thought could have worked. But should I have changed the tempo, changed the key, something like that? You let me know. Definitely give me a DM on Instagram. It's at mx__UK, or just drop me an email. You'll see it all down below. If you want me to remix another track, let me know. Again, I'm more than happy to start creating more videos showing how I do some stuff. And now, I've just heard the news that Serum 2's out, so maybe I could do some bits on that. You never know. Anyway, I've been MX. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.